My name is Andrea Dobbins. I'm the high school principal here at Buckeye Online School for Success.
Hi, I'm Erin Anderson. I'm the assistant high school principal at Buckeye Online School for Success.
My name is Jason Duke. I'm the data and instructional coordinator here at Buckeye Online School for Success.
I'm Laura Giddings. I'm the middle school principal at Buckeye Online School for Success.
Jenna Hopbrick, elementary principal, Buckeye Online School for Success.
Our goals are to provide a high-quality education to students across the state of Ohio.
With our online learning platform, we need something that's very flexible, but at the same time very simple. AMVONET has served that purpose for us for 7 years now because it is so user-friendly. Our students learn the system very quickly, as well as our teachers. We've got a very thorough but effective training regimen for our teachers that doesn't take a whole lot of their time out of the day.
We need something that's simple, easy to use for the students, also has security and flexibility.
For the elementary school, for the students to be able to utilize the platform so that they can be in charge of their own learning and learn in a way that's different than traditional schools.
AMVONET just seems to have the features to make this so much simpler. It allows us to reach the students in our learning platforms. It allows us as educators to deliver this high quality instruction, where in the past we sort of fell short on having that wide variety of access to these students.
We offer two different types of curriculum choices here at BOSS. We have our non-virtual, and we also have a virtual real-time classroom setting. It's as close to a brick-and-mortar school as possibly you can get.
The online learning needs for our organization are everything that we do. Our instruction is delivered entirely online. We deliver it in virtual and non-virtual classes, and AMVONET allows us a good bit of flexibility to do both.
And AMVONET has worked with us to make that possible. It's probably as good as it's going to get in reference to being a brick-and-mortar school, but in the safety of your own home.
We chose AMVONET because of the flexibility and the ease of learning. The basics for the live teaching component of AMVONET can be learned in about a half an hour. We've had teachers start here on Monday at 8 o'clock and start teaching their first class at 8:30 and do quite well with it. But the great thing about it is, as easy it is to learn right off the bat, you're always finding new levels to the depth of the system and new ways to reach students through it.
It allows us to deliver that classroom experience to students all across the state of Ohio without them having to leave their home.
Prior to AMVONET, we were not able to work with the developer of the previous company to really meet the needs that we needed.
Our systems before AMVONET were quality, but they were rigid. The time frames that you had to use to get things done were not conducive with on-the-fly learning. Our teachers had to prepare days in advance, and they would miss opportunities for that in-the-moment instruction because they couldn't get the system to do what they needed it to do. AMVONET gives them that flexibility that those other systems did not.
For the elementary students, they still need to be able to see pictures, see graphics, different manipulatives for math to be able to understand the skills and concepts. A lot of different programs that can be interactive for the kids to really understand. So we're able to, utilize different websites, different programs with AMVONET to be able to deliver those needs for the students.
But then when we discovered AMVONET, we found that they had several different things that we currently did not have. And when we talked with them, they decided that they could help us develop exactly what we were looking for. And since then, we've created a probably state-of-the-art quality product that no other school probably has at this time.
Found that you have all of these fantastic features that we were wanting to try with our students. So it just seemed like it clicked, and we've had such a great partnership over these last 7 years that it's just grown better and better, and every year we grow together, I guess, and reach out and deliver this instruction to our students.
I love that we can screen share with our students. The teacher is able to look at another student's actual desktop to make sure that they're paying attention in class, or to help them if they're having problems. We can see exactly what they're working on their end. The students are able to chat back and forth publicly or privately with a teacher. Teachers can pull students out of class and put them into groups. And that could be even like, for instance, we have a resource teacher that can pull a special education students out into their own group, and they can work together and none of the other students know that a teacher's working with that individual student.
The whole product in and of itself is great. We have the virtual learning side of things, the actual classroom, which is fantastic for our teachers and students to be able to communicate in real time, but also the learning management side of things as well, where we can keep all of our assignments and announcements and gradebook information available for our students. So the whole package in and of itself is fantastic.
Our favorite features of AMVONET, mine personally, are the co-browsing and the ability to media share in real time. We do a lot of primary source documents in the history class I teach, so to be able to find those primary source documents in advance, my students now have access to a textbook that I'm creating on the fly.
I personally like the screen share. You can check to see what the students are doing, making sure they stay on task. Also, it's a great learning tool. If a student's struggling with something, trying to do an assignment or to learn something, the teacher can screen share, see what the kid's doing, and kind of help them along with the process.
The groups that the students are able to be put in the classes is great. And also the virtual printer feature, to where you can take a Microsoft Word document or a PDF document and just put it into the virtual printer, and they're not having to recreate something. It's already there for them.
I think we've been using the system for about 7 years now. The support's great. There's usually there's the tech support button right in the classroom, so if a teacher or student's having an issue, they can click right on it, and someone's usually in there right away.
Oh, unbelievable. It takes minutes to get a response back on, if you have a question, if you need help, you can contact tech support or, shoot a quick email, pick up the phone, and you get an instantaneous response back, and the people are so incredibly helpful.
The AMVONET support's been amazing. Anytime there's an issue with the system, we are one call, one email, one support button click away from it being resolved as quickly and efficiently as can be expected.
Yes, the support's been phenomenal. Any problem that we have, it's answered immediately.
Excellent. Anytime we have any types of problems, which aren't often, but if we do have them, we're able to contact someone immediately at AMVONET. And even if we're in class, somebody can pop right in, a tech can pop right into our class and answer questions, or even help a student, not just our teachers, not just our staff, but our students in general.
Everything I remember using before was really complicated, and it wasn't like a all-in-one package. Like the virtual classroom was in a different setting, the learning management system was in a different setting, and they didn't really come together very well. AMVONET has never been complicated. You can actually sometimes even upload things right in there, and it's kind of creative for you. If you don't know how to do something, I've always gone to your support, and if they don't have an answer for me right away, they usually come back with it. And within 10-15 minutes, especially when I would think it would take like a couple days of investigating, they're usually right there, like, oh, here's your answer. It's like, oh wow, I didn't know that. So
have this type of platform and deliver instruction in a different way that would meet certain students' needs is phenomenal, and it is the future. So that's why we're excited to be able to work with this program.
I've been here since September of 2005, and I've seen the growth that we've had from where we were previously with the other company and where we are now, and there's no comparison. We have developed together this great service that we can provide to our students, and it's the best thing I've ever seen.
I like the simplicity of it. It's very easy to use. I remember using other systems such as Blackboard, and creating a test took hours. It just really wasn't easy from the teacher's perspective.
It's so flexible, and it can do what you need it to do when you need it to do it. Some of the other systems out there are nice, they do the job, but the learning curve is great. It is very difficult to learn some of the finer points of it, whereas AMVONET's user features and its help system is very, very conducive to quick, on-the-fly, flexible learning for both the teacher and the student.
I think not only is it a great product, but we've developed such a good relationship over these past 7 years working together. I just think we grow together. If we need something, we tell you and you work with us and help us, and it's just sort of a mutual understanding between BOSS and AMVONET, and it's just been a fantastic experience.